Hello, everyone. Very excited to be here. We're going to be discussing a live or the latest U.S. immigration policy updates. So join in, share the live feed with your friends, settle down and start dropping your emojis if you are live and you can hear me loud and clear. Drop your emojis of the U.S. flag or the flag of the country you're connecting from. And let's see you guys, let's make sure that you can hear and you can actually see me very well. Okay, so we're live as usual on TikTok, on YouTube, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on Instagram as well. Guys, drop me the flag. Let me make sure flag emoji, the flag of the country you are connecting from. Let me feel you guys in the house. Okay, so today we have it. We're going to spend less than 15 minutes or 15 minutes if possible because I have to be running. So let me just go ahead and share my screen. There is a latest US immigration policy that you guys have to be aware of if you're here in the US and you're applying for a green card. Okay, so as part of the process, you guys know that if you're applying for a green card, you will need to submit medicals. The medicals are the way to make sure that you are not inadmissible based on health conditions or health grounds in the US. So you'll need to submit a completed and sealed form I-693 as part of your, your green card application. So there is a policy update that actually covers the I-693 or the medicals that we're going to be discussing in this live video. Share the video, drop your emojis. Okay, now I'm sharing my screen right here. I hope you guys, okay, so the people on Facebook can see me. All right, so thankfully there has been the removal of the 60-day rule for report of immigration medical exam and vaccination record. So before today, there was the 60-day rule. What's the 60-day rule? The 60-day rule stipulated that the civil surgeon or the doctor who was signing the form I-693 or completing the form I-693 should not date it more than 60 days before you actually filed for or submitted your US immigration application. Now that 60-day rule has been eliminated because it was just causing a lot of headache. It was causing a lot of confusion in the system. Today it's been eliminated, and so from today that rule no longer exists. Now let's go through the policy guidance that USCIS released this morning. Let me scroll down. Okay, let's talk about it. So yeah, now the form I-693, the fact that it should be dated no more than 60 days before an applicant files the application for the underlying immigration benefit has been removed. That requirement has been eliminated. Okay. So let's look at the background. So if you're a non-citizen and you are applying for an immigration benefit while you are in the US, certain types of immigration benefits while you're in the US, you'll be required to, submit a form I-693. Again, this is to show that you are free from any condition that will make you inadmissible under the health-related grounds. Please remember that currently an I-693 will retain its evidentiary value for 2 years after the date it's signed. This means that if you sign the form, not you, the I-693 is supposed to be signed by the civil surgeon. If the civil surgeon signs the form I-693 today, which is 31st March 2023, it will be valid until 31st March 2025. This means that the form is valid for 2 years after it, from the date of the signature. Oh my gosh. Guys, my meeting is going to start soon. Let me just round off. Okay, so let's finish up and then we can. I'm sorry. Okay, so in general, what's happening is. Hi, I'm sorry. Yes, please take a seat in the reception. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, so I should be leaving very soon. All right, so currently it retains its evidentiary value for 2 years, okay? Um, Now, due to the COVID-19 pandemic and ongoing processing delays, USCIS, of course, there's been a lot of delays in various parts of the operations. Um, and there has been, people have found it difficult trying to complete the medical exam. Sometimes you'll contact the civil surgeon and they don't have availability, and yet you filed your underlying petition, which is the I-485. Okay. So it should not be so because they've experienced these difficulties, they're like, look, they are just waiving this requirement about it not being signed 60 days before you're submitting the underlying petition. Um yeah, that's it. So what are the policy highlights? Can you guys see me? Let me see. Hold on. Okay, so let's just review the policy highlights so I can run off. As you guys can see, I have a meeting now. So it removes the requirements that the civil surgeon's signature on Form I-693 be dated no more than 60 days before the applicant files the underlying immigration benefit application. Number two, it clarifies that officers should review the Form I-693 for compliance with procedures and requirements outlined in the technical instructions for civil surgeons that were in effect as of the date. So pretty much the requirement has been eliminated. Okay, guys, I would have to hop off. So sorry. I would have to hop off now. I will join you again maybe next week. And if you have questions about this latest policy updates, you can ask it. But thankfully, this requirement is no longer in existence. But please take notes that because the I-693 retains its evidentiary value for 2 years, you want to make sure that it's signed as close to, as close as close as possible to the date you are actually submitting your application, because there's a lot of processing delays. And so if your I-693 is signed and dated 6 months, and then 6 months from the date you submit your green card application, then you risk getting the deficiency notice where USCIS is asking you that submit a valid I-693 if they happen to adjudicate your form after some month, let's say after 18 months, and your form was signed 6 months before submission. You see, so that's going to be a challenge. So try to submit, get the I-693 signed close to the time you're submitting the immigration benefit so that it's very close in time, and then it retains its evidentiary value throughout the time you are waiting the adjudication of your case. Okay. So I will join you guys, I'll see you guys in my next video. I have to hop off. We will talk again soon. Take care. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Have a great weekend.